Good morning, everyone. This is Math Morales with Quiet Mind Yoga, and I am here for your Saturday morning yoga flow. Go ahead and get yourself situated. I'm just adjusting the camera. All right, perfect. So if you're newer to yoga, just to let you know a little bit about what you may need. If you have a mat, go ahead and grab your mat. If you have a pillow or a cushion or a blanket, maybe you want to grab that, just something to sit on, because sometimes when we're seated for a good amount of time, it can be a little uncomfortable for the lower back and hips. So if you do want something, go ahead and grab that now. And set the mood in your space. If you want some candles, I have candles going. I'm gonna light some incense right now. Get yourself situated and we will be flowing this beautiful Saturday morning. I hopped on about 5 minutes early, so we're gonna wait about 5 to 6 minutes so more people can hop on, and then we're gonna get started. All right, y'all. Good morning, those of you who are hopping on. I'm getting myself situated here. You all do the same. We'll be starting the class here in just a few minutes. I'm just trying to share this video to the Quiet Mind Yoga page. And you will also feel free to share this with whoever you want. So if you want to, go ahead and share with your friends, your family, on your timeline. Share, there we go. Share to a page. Awesome. Did that. Maybe even in a group. Oh, awesome. All right, I got my posting done. We have about another 2 minutes. So for those of you who are just joining or didn't hear me at the beginning, hello y'all, I'm glad you joined. Go ahead and set yourself up. So if you need props, go ahead and grab them. If you have blocks, you can grab blocks. If you have even a book or a box, you can grab those. Also maybe a blanket, a pillow, a seat cushion. I have a pillow of my own just so I can sit on something. If you need something to drink, go ahead and grab it, whatever it is. And then we'll get started here shortly. Alrighty, I'm excited for this morning's flow. Also, this morning, we're gonna take it a little bit more gentle this morning, so. All right, good morning, y'all. Also, if y'all haven't ever tried this, or if you've seen me do this and don't know what it is, this is Palo Santo. So that's what I'm lighting up right here is Palo Santo. I love this stuff. It is amazing. have one more minute, y'all. Got my cup of coffee here. This morning is so beautiful for yoga right now. At least that's how I feel. I'm like, it's cloudy, it feels super good. We're gonna stretch our bodies, wake it up a little bit more. All right. All righty, y'all. So good morning. For those of you who do not know me, I am Matthew Morales with Quiet Mind Yoga. You can always check us out on Facebook and Instagram and even YouTube. And you are joining me this morning for a yoga flow. Today's flow is going to be a little bit more gentle. So I want to start off lying on our backs. So go ahead and get on your mat. And if lying on your back is not an option and it's hard for you to get down to the ground, use a chair, get on your sofa, get on your bed, wherever you can. But we're just going to take some time to settle into our breath and into our bodies this morning. So get on your mat or whatever you have. All right. So go ahead and come all the way down. Now I'm going to end up sitting up just so you can hear me better. But just to show you how we'll start, we'll be flat on our mat. And if you have a pillow or a blanket or anything, maybe you put a pillow underneath your knees to support the lower back, maybe even behind your head. And if you fall asleep, don't worry, I'll wake you back up. Allow yourself to get settled in. Separate the feet, allow the toes to splay out. Hands on either side of the body with the palms to face up. Go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already. Allow yourself to start settling in. Let the back of your head get heavy against the ground or the pillow it's on. Allow your whole body to soften. Give up all effort this Saturday morning. In this moment, there's nothing to be doing but simply resting right now. Give up all effort to the ground below you. Let the earth fully and completely support you. Start to connect to your breath. Start to follow every inhale and every exhale through your nose. Feel the shoulders fall closer to the earth. Relax your eyebrow center. Soften the backs of your eyes, allowing your eyes to sink deeper into their sockets. Relax your jaw. Bring yourself fully onto your mat and into your practice. Letting go of all the news, all the social media, all the talking that's going on in this world right now. Let it all go. In this moment, it's all about you and your breath and your body. Start to notice the temperature of the room against your skin. Notice your clothes resting on your body. Observe any sounds that you're hearing, whether they are coming from this video or from the room that you're in. start to deepen our breath. As you inhale through the nose, fill the belly up, let it grow and expand. Exhale through the nose, empty out, draw your navel back towards your spine. Again, as you inhale, you fill the belly up, let it grow, breathe between the ribs. As you exhale, empty out, navel to spine. Keep going just like this. Big inhales and exhales from the belly. Keep following every inhale, every exhale. Notice the subtleties as you inhale, the breath touches the nostrils, travels down the back of your throat and into the belly, letting it expand. Notice as you exhale, the breath traveling from the belly up through the chest, the back of your throat, out the nose and over the upper lip. And keep sticking with all these details of the breath, your inhale and exhales, feeling all the subtleties. And if you're feeling any resistance to this right now, that's perfectly fine. Some mornings or some days are a little harder to settle the mind than others. And be okay with what is right now for you. Keep following the breath. We'll take just a few more here, just like this, solely focusing on the breath. Now while we're here, I want you to start to feel this wave of relaxation starting deep within your body, in your bones. A wave of relaxation starts to radiate out and travel into your muscles now, allowing everything to soften even more. This wave travels into all your organs, into your joints, letting them soften, into all the fascia, all over your body, into the skin. This wave of relaxation continues to radiate out from deep within your body, allowing you to relax even more. Allowing everything to soften at least 5% more. Let yourself stay with this sensation, with the breath, allowing everything to relax. Two more breaths here. One more. Now focus solely on your breath again. And I invite you to set an intention for your practice this morning. What is it that you need on your mat today? Maybe it's simply to move the body, to wake it up, to release whatever energy is stuck in your body, any tension that may be here right now. Maybe you need to calm the mind. It's been racing a lot lately. Or maybe there's simply feelings of anxiety or fear that need to be released. Whatever it is, start to repeat your intention to yourself internally as if it's already happening for you right now. Now let your intention start to drift away deep breath going into your belly. And slowly start to bring small movements back into your fingers. Gently waking the body up again, wiggle the toes. Slowly start to rock your head from side to side. Dropping one ear towards the earth, and as you inhale, bring your head back up through center. As you exhale, drop the other ear close to the ground, waking ourselves up here. Give yourself a good morning stretch, reaching your arms up and over your head. Point your toes out in front of you. Hug your knees into your chest and start to find a gentle rock from side to side, starting to wake up the spine here. Circle your knees in one direction. And then circle your knees in the opposite direction. Keep your right knee hugged into your chest. Extend the left leg out in front of you. Stay here for some breaths, simply hugging that right knee in, tapping into the back of the right leg, your hamstrings. Now everyone flex your feet, spread the toes wide. We're activating the feet. Inhale, fill the belly up. As you exhale, bring your nose up towards your knee. It doesn't have to touch. Inhale, lower your head back down onto the earth. Exhale, nose to knee. Again, inhale down. Exhale up. Take 2 more rounds following your breath pace. Stay in your body as you're moving here. Don't necessarily think about it, but feel the movement. As you inhale, lower your head all the way back down onto the mat. Straighten your right leg up. Grab the back of your thigh. So you're grabbing onto the thigh, not the back of the knee or the calf muscle. Press up through your right heel. Keep your right foot flexed. The toes are reaching down towards you. We're giving our calf muscle a nice little wake-up call here. Keep pushing that right heel up. Keep flexing the foot. Big breaths into the body, into the belly. That right hip may want to be coming up towards the right shoulder. Draw the right hip away from the right shoulder. Keep reaching it out in front of you towards the top of the mat. One more breath here. Now hug your right knee back into your chest. Supine twist with your left hand. Guide your right knee over towards the left side. Right shoulder stays down as much as possible. Your gaze can either be up towards the ceiling or over the right shoulder here. Breathe big into the belly, into your spine, into your hips. One more breath here. Slowly transition back to center. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Hug the left knee into your chest. Other side, we stay here for some breaths. Keep sending the breath deep into the belly. Now start to activate your feet. Flex them, reaching your toes back. Spread the toes wide. Everyone, inhale, fill your belly up. Exhale, nose towards your knee. Inhale, lower your head down. Exhale, nose to knee. Keep going, 3 more, just like this, you know the move. Follow your breath pace. What makes this man with all the love that his heart can stand? Dream away. Last one. Inhale, lower your head back down. Straighten your left leg up. Grab the back of your thigh. Press up to your left heel. Keep drawing the toes down towards the body. And that left hip, it may want to reach up towards the left shoulder. Keep drawing the left hip towards the top of your mat. Keep pushing up your heel. One more big breath here. Now hug that left knee back into your chest with your right hand. Guide the left knee over towards the right side. Supine twist. Left shoulder stays down as much as you can. Gaze is either up or over the left shoulder. Where you can breathe into now that you weren't before. Maybe it's the lower back, maybe the upper back, maybe your hips, your ribs. Taking a little bit more breath. We have 2 more here. It's one and more. It's gonna send me to my slowly start to come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. We're going to start to rock and roll front to back. Taking about 4 to 5 rocks. Giving the spine some more love. Maybe let the rocks get a little bit bigger each time. And once you're ready, you're coming forward, crossing the legs, planting the hands out in front of you and into 4 points. Tabletop position. Taking it into 5 rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, lower your belly down towards the mat. Open your heart forward, gaze up to the ceiling. As you exhale, press the hands into the earth. Round your spine and gently tuck your tailbone and chin. Again, inhale, cow. Pull your heart forward between the arms. Gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat. Round the spine. Press the hands into the earth. Take 3 more rounds just like this. Follow your breath. Where's your mind at? Stay here in this movement. In the breath. The reason we have so much stress and anxiety in our society is because we always are thinking, not everyone, but a lot of the time for the majority of us, we're constantly in our heads, which causes the extra stress and tension. So for right now, stay in the breath and not necessarily in the thoughts. Come back to neutral spine, tabletop position, puppy pose. Walk your hands out in front of you. Keep your hips in the air. Drop your forehead and heart down towards the mat. Bring your hands together in prayer posture. Lift them up above the back of your head. See if maybe you can walk the elbows forward just a tiny bit more. Keep breathing into the belly. You have 2 more breaths here. As you exhale, bring your hands back down onto the mat. Start to walk them back towards the body. Bring your knees and feet together. Tuck your toes underneath and come back to sit onto your heels. If it doesn't feel so good for your body to sit like this, maybe place a pillow or a blanket between the calf muscles and your hamstrings just to give yourself a little bit of support here. Now this is toes pose. We're stretching the feet, something that we typically don't ever do in our lives. So we're going to stay here for a moment, giving our feet some love. They're what support us throughout our day, so we're going to stay here. Bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Open your heart up, reach your knuckles towards the back edge of the mat. You can take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Now straighten back up, keep the hands together. Bring your hands onto your right hip. Drop your right ear towards the right shoulder. I know your toes, your feet may be feeling a certain way by this point. As best as you can, stay with me. But if you absolutely need to come out of it, maybe simply come onto the knees. Release the hands back behind you. Switch the interlacing of the fingers so the other thumb is on top. Reach your knuckles back behind you. Open the heart. Keep breathing. One more breath here. Soften your face. Now straighten up. Hands onto your left hip this time. Last side. Drop your left ear towards the left shoulder. Stay with me. Stay with the breath. One more big breath here into the belly. And exhale, release, come back to 4 points, tabletop position. We're going to start to warm up the wrist, but before we do that, untuck the toes, maybe tap them out, circle the ankles, give your feet a little love for a moment. Set the feet down onto the mat. We start to circle the shoulders in one direction, getting into the wrist here. Doesn't need to be huge circles. If you know that your wrists are sensitive, keep the circles small. Other direction. Come back to center. Turn your fingertips to face the edges of the mat. Start to rock from side to side, putting weight into one hand and then the other. Bring the backs of your hands onto the mat. So your middle fingers are going to be facing one another. They're going to be about 1 inch or 2 apart. As you exhale, I want you to drop your heart down towards your hand, just as low as your body allows. And as you inhale, straighten the arms out, press yourself back up. Exhale, bend the elbows and lower. Inhale, straighten. If it feels too much to move here, simply stay here then. 3 more rounds if you're moving. Keep your core active, drawing your navel to the spine. Last one. Inhale, we straighten. Bring your palms back down onto the mat. Tuck the toes under. We lift up now into downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out while you're here, bending one knee and then the other. Shake your head yes, and shake your head no. Let go of any extra tension in your jaw, in your neck, in your shoulders while we're here. Keep pedaling. Find stillness now in your downward facing dog. Everyone, inhale your right leg up. Bend your knee and stack your hips, sending your gaze underneath your right underarm. If this is too much for you right now, maybe you decide to drop that left knee and left forearm down, but keep that right leg up through that right hip right now. We have one more big breath here. As you inhale, straighten your right leg up, close the right hip down. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, drop the back knee down onto the earth. Inhale, lift your arms up, coming into a small baby back bend. Eyes at the elbows on either side of the head, heart opens up. You're pressing forward through that left hip flexor. And your back toes, they can be tucked or untucked. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you and your body, what you feel good in. As you exhale, drop your hands to the earth, straighten your front leg out, half splits here. So that right leg is straight, right foot is flexed, heart is reaching forward. Now you have the option to stay here, or you can follow me as we add movement with the breath. As you inhale, you're going to come forward, bending into that right knee, reach your heart out in front of you. As you exhale, come back into your half splits. Now you can stay like that or add on. As you inhale, you come forward and maybe you lift the arms up as well. As you exhale, drop the hand, straighten your right leg out. Again, inhale, we come forward. Maybe hands stay down or maybe they rise. Exhale, release, half splits. Give me 3 more rounds on your own, just like this. Follow your breath. We have 1 more round, just like this. Now come back into your half splits. Keep that right foot flexed. Start to walk your hands over towards the right side. Getting more into the side of our right leg, that IT band. That can give a lot of us some issues sometimes. Keep flexing your right foot. Keep reaching your heart over towards the right. We have 1 more big breath here. Walk your hands back towards the front. Come into your low runner's lunge, bending into that right knee. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here to paddle the feet out again. Bending one knee and then the other. We take it into the other side. Now left leg comes up. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Again, option to drop that right knee and right forearm down, but keep opening up, stacking on top of the right. Reach the left heel towards the back of the head. We have 1 more big breath here, really open. As you inhale, straighten the left leg, close the hip up. As you exhale, bring that left foot, plant it between the hands. If the foot doesn't make it all the way up, just grab it, bring it up. Drop your right knee down onto the mat, and we straighten. Actually, we come up. Just kidding, not straightening just yet. Come all the way up. Small back bend. We're staying here a few breaths. Pressing that right hip flexor forward. Keep lengthening through the spine while you're here. Soften the shoulders. Now, as you exhale, bring your hands down onto the mat. Straighten that left leg out. Flex your left foot. Reach your hand forward, out in front of you. Keep drawing your toes back towards the body. Really open up through the back of that left leg. Left hip flexors. Reach left hip, Now we're going to add movement to the breath. If you choose to, as you inhale, you come back forward, bending into that left knee. Reach your heart out in front of you. As you exhale, come back into the half splits. You can stay just like that, or as you inhale, you come forward, and maybe you lift the arms up. Exhale, release, half splits. Again, inhale, come forward, bend the knee. Maybe you lift the arms, maybe not. Exhale, release. There's not a right way to be doing this, y'all. Just simply move the body. 3 more rounds on your own. One more round, take it a little deeper, this last one. We're gonna meet in our half splits now. Walk your hands over towards the left side. Keep flexing that left foot. This side may feel a little different than the other. I know for me it does. This one's a little more intense. Keep breathing big. 2 more breaths here into the belly. Last one. Start to walk your hands back towards the front of the mat. Bend into that left knee. Plant the hands. Step it back, downward facing dog. Hips in to the air. Take your time now as you start to walk your feet, stepping 1 foot at a time, coming all the way towards the top of our mats. 1 step at a time. And once you're all the way at the front, stay folded over for your ragdoll. Immediately let the head hang heavy. So there's nothing to watch right now, just simply listen. Let the head hang heavy, let it drop. Grab opposite elbows. Press the balls of your feet, your big toes, your heels into the earth. Maybe find a rock now from side to side. And again, most important, let the head drop. Back to center, release your hands down towards the earth. Everyone bring your weight into your toes, but your heels are still down on the mat. As you inhale, come up into a 7, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Your weight is still in the toes. Again, inhale, half lift, making a 7 with the body. Reach the heart forward. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Now reach your arms towards the sky. Take your right hand, grab onto the left wrist. Pull the left arm over gently. Not so forcefully. Pull it over towards the right side. Make sure you're pressing down through your left foot and the right. But we're really focusing on the left side of the body right now. Breathe into that left rib cage, the left hip, that left oblique area. Breathe into it. Inhale up. Switch, grab onto the right wrist, draw it over towards the left side. Breathe into the right side of the body, that right rib cage, the right shoulder, the hip. And your gaze can be out in front of you or up towards the elbow on top or the ceiling. 1 more round of this. Inhale up to center. Switch, right hand grabs onto the left wrist. Draw the left arm towards the right. You take your gaze where you want. Last one. Inhale up. We switch. Take it over towards the left. Now inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Everyone take a big breath here. And we'll flow through our sun A's now. Inhale, arms up. Make these soft sun A's. Exhale, fold forward, nothing too forceful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Maybe you use your knees for this first one. High to low plank. Inhale, cobra. Reach the heart forward. Exhale, take it back into your downward facing dog. Hips up into the air. Stay here for a moment. And stay active in this down dog. Press into your hands. Reach your sit bones up towards the sky. Drop your heels down towards the earth. Of course, they don't have to touch. Inhale, slightly bend the knees, look between your thumbs. Exhale, walk your feet forward to meet the hands. Inhale, half lift, weight is in the toes. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up and lengthen. Exhale, hands to your heart center. We're going again. Inhale, arms rise, keep your core engaged. Exhale, fold forward, navel to the spine. Inhale, half lift, open the heart. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Again, you can use your knees here if you'd like. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's keep moving to wake up the body. Inhale, slightly bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step your feet forward to meet the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up. Give me a small back bend this time. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Moving on, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, heart shines. Exhale, down dog. One more round, you all. Inhale, slightly bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up. Last small back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, weight is in the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, down dog. Stay here now for some breaths. If at any point in your practice you feel like you need a little break, take a child's pose. Take the knees out towards the edges. Big toes are touching and sit bones back. That's always an option. Keep in mind, this practice is for you. It's not about keeping up with what I'm saying at all. It's about you moving your body how your body needs. One more big breath here. On your next inhale, slightly bend your knees, look between your thumbs. Exhale, step your feet to the outsides of your hands, yogic squat. Now listen, if you can't take it into a deep yogic squat, you're welcome to stay here just like this. But ideally, you bring your hips down as low as the body will allow. And for this round, we're gonna stay here and marinate a little bit. Maybe you even need a block or a pillow to put underneath you so you can sit on here. That is more than welcome. We have two more big breaths here. Press the hands together. Lift the heart up. I don't know about you, but I certainly feel my hips here. One more breath. As you inhale, I want you to come up into an active squat. So we're starting to wake the body up a little bit more. You reach your arms forward and you're really engaging. Weight is in your heels while you're here. Maybe the toes are even lifting up slightly. You're opening up the heart here. Shoulders are soft. Relax your face. No tension needed there. Stay with the breath. We have another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good morning. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up and back for a small back bend. Exhale into an active squat. Inhale, hands to the earth. Exhale, chaturanga. Use your knees here if you would like. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Elbows in, shoulders down. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple breaths here. slightly bend the knees, look between your thumbs. Again, exhale, yogic squat. You come into whatever variation you would like. You can leave the hips up. You can take them down. You can even sit on a block. If you don't have a block, sit on a box, sit on pillows, multiple pillows, whatever you might need here. We're gonna marinate in this position for a little while. Those flows were about the extent of the heat that we're building today, so we're not gonna build more heat right now. We're gonna focus on the breath. Take your right hand, bring it to the outside edge, the right side edge of your mat. Tricep is pressing against your inner thigh. Lift that left arm up. We're digging into that right hip. Now opening it up. So your tricep is pressing against the inner thigh. Left arm reaching towards the sky. Really open through the heart, lengthen through the spine. 2 more breaths here. I know this can be intense. It is for me right now. And as you exhale, drop your left hand towards the left edge of the mat. Left tricep against the left inner thigh. Inhale, right arm up. Other side. And typically, as humans, our bodies aren't exactly balanced. So one side may feel a little more intense than the other. This side for me is not feeling so intense right now. Keep opening the heart up, lengthen through your spine. 1 more big breath here. And as you exhale, release your right hand back down towards the earth. You come to a sitting position however you can. You don't have to follow my lead because I'm just going to simply drop my butt back. You can come onto 4 points and then sit down onto your mat however you need, but we will all meet with our legs extended out in front of us. Now flex your feet while you're here. Your toes are reaching back towards you again. Everyone inhale, arms up, lengthen out of your hips here. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to wherever they reach. Maybe it's your shins, your ankles, maybe your feet. Now if you have a lot of space in the backs of your legs here and you have the room, maybe you even grab something, place it in front of your feet to help you go even further. It can be a block, it can be a book, it can be a box, or whatever you have. That just makes it a little bit more challenging for you. Now while you're here, think of having as flat of a back as possible, reaching your heart forward. Big breaths. If you're flawless, 3 more here, go a little deeper. Don't forget to be on the first place. Shoulders are soft, relax your jaw. Start to walk the hands back, slowly rising up. We're going to open the back channel of our body now. So I want you to bring a small bend into your knees. Thread your arms underneath the knees. So your forearms are here underneath the thighs. Drop the weight of the legs on your arms. Start to tuck the chin in towards your chest. And as you're here, start to round the spine. So the arms are underneath the legs. You're rounding the spine, tucking your chin in. Drop the weight of the legs even more onto the arms. Really round. Tuck that chin all the way in. Breathe into your back body now. We have 3 more breaths here. Go a little deeper. Drop the legs. Really tuck the chin in. Breathe into that lower back, the middle spine, the upper spine, the back part of your heart. One more big breath. And release the arms out from underneath you. Slowly rise all the way back up, coming into a butterfly pose. Bring the feet together to touch, heels as close to your perineum as possible. Then open the feet up so the soles of your feet are facing the sky. As you inhale, lengthen up through your spine, and as you exhale, start to fold forward. Maybe you take your elbows to the inner thighs or your shins to go a little deeper. Keep reaching your heart forward. Stay with the breath. heart forward, shoulders away from the ears. Last big breath here. Slowly straighten the torso back up. Keep your feet together. Take your feet forward about another foot or so. We're making a diamond shape now with our legs. Hands onto your ankles or shins. Inhale, everyone, lengthen up. Exhale, start to forward fold again. Forward fold again, and maybe take your hands onto the toes. Reach your heart forward. Stay with the breath. Don't let it go just yet. Wherever your mind is wanting to take you, stay here. Two more big breaths into the belly. Slowly start to rise all the way back up. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet. This is really the last bit of effort we're going to have here, so sit up nice and tall. Reach your arms out in front of you. Take your time, about 3 to 5 big breaths to work your way all the way back onto your mat. Taking it slow. Keep your heart lifted and the shoulders soft the entire time. Keep your navel drawing back towards the spine. If you need to, you can always help yourself by grabbing the backs of your legs or your mat. Now once you're all the way down on the ground, hug your knees into your chest. Start to gently rock from side to side. Giving your back some love here. Circle your knees in one direction. And start to circle your knees in the opposite direction. Now finishing somewhat how we started. Right knee into the chest, left leg extends out in front of you. Supine twist, right knee over towards the left. Right shoulder stays down as much as possible. Gaze is either up or over the right shoulder. If you want a little bit of a variation while you're here, you can always straighten that right leg. And with your left peace fingers, maybe you grab onto that right big toe. If you can't reach the toe, maybe you grab onto the shin or the calf muscle or your thigh. One more big breath here. Slowly take your time, come back to center. And we switch, right leg out in front, left knee hugs in to the chest, supine twist, left knee over towards the right side. And again, option to straighten that left leg out, tapping more into the IT band. Two more big breaths here. Slowly come back to center. Final pose before Shavasana, happy baby. Reach for the soles of the feet, draw the knees down, reach your tailbone forward. Find a gentle rock from side to side. Keep pressing your feet into your hand, but resist drawing the hand, making the hands draw the feet down. Adding that traction here. Last 2 breaths. And release. Shavasana. Your final resting pose. Flatten out onto your mat. So go ahead and lie down on your mat now. You get comfortable again. I'm not going to lie on the mat. But get yourself situated just like you were at the beginning. Maybe you use a pillow. Maybe you use a blanket to support yourself. Now once you're situated, take up space. Palms to face up. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Let go of any control of your breath. There's no more activation in the breath right now. Let it come back into its natural rhythm. Let your body soften on your mat. Again, you don't need to do any work right now. Let the ground fully support you now. Give up all efforts. And for this moment, there's nothing to be doing, nothing to think about, nowhere to be. Simply allow yourselves to rest. introduce a deeper breath into your body. Gently or slowly start to bring small movements back into your fingers and into your toes. Gently rock your head from side to side. And give yourself a big morning stretch. Arms up and over the head. Point your toes out in front of you. Wake yourself up. And as you're ready, make your way onto one side into a fetal position on your mat. Slowly start to press your way up into a seated meditation pose facing your device. We'll meet with our eyes closed and our hands at heart center in prayer posture. We'll seal off this morning's practice with one clearing breath followed by an Om. Everyone inhale deeply. Open the mouth, exhale it out. Inhale for Om. Om. Thank you all for giving yourselves the gift of yoga this morning. From my heart and my home to yours, namaste. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for joining us this morning. It was an honor and a pleasure to guide you through this class. If you all feel inclined to, you are welcome to donate to Quiet Mind Yoga, which is my business. I listed in the comment section all the ways you can donate to us during this time. Also, if you haven't liked our pages, you can follow us on Facebook or Instagram under Quiet Mind Yoga. This is it. That's me. And you can also look on YouTube. We have a channel where we've put a ton of our videos that we've already done live on there. So if you've missed them, you can always go and revisit them anytime you want. I hope this was a benefit for y'all. This is always for you. Thank you so much for joining again. And remember, you are not alone in this. We are all in this together. We are going to get through this and we're going to thrive. We're going to grow from it. Remember to always feed the love. I know there's fear. I know there's uncertainty in these moments, but feed the love. Thank you for already feeding the love by honoring your body this morning through yoga. And I hope you will join us again. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Bye. Enjoy your Saturday.